This is one of my favorite places.
Yeah, I can see why.
Let me see if I can take a stab at Keenan's story. You had a great love. Romance of your lifetime. Totally cosmic, out of this world love with little Miss X. And she left you.
You're not far off.
People get over these things. Hell, Keenan, I'm getting over these things all the time.
Can only be once for me.
Keenan, that's not so.
I can't love again.
Keenan, dear, it's sweet of you to believe things so absolutely, but you're also full of shit. You can love again.
I can't love again any more than you.
Any more than I can want.
I don't know. Any more than you can stop drinking.
Can I get you another one?
No, thanks.
No, please, let me get you another.
No, thanks, really.
No, it was a gin martini, right?
Vodka, but really, I've had enough.
Ah, no, I insist.
Look,
but please.
pal, and I mean this affectionately, scram. Now, where were we? That's right. I've just given up alcohol, and you're going to tell me about the love of your life.
Her name was Sarah.
And she was pretty and smart, and you loved her madly.
Yes, yes, and yes.
And she was your first?
Again, yes.
Look, it's easy for us to elevate our first love to some sort of mythic emotional plateau, but once it's over, you know, especially if the sex was good. Little Miss Sarah was probably a gymnast or something. But once it's over, we move on to other, potentially more fulfilling experiences. Does that sound as good to you as it did to me?
It sounded good, but it's not that simple.
Keenan, it is that simple. You just can't see it yet. You fell in love, she broke your heart, and now you're dealing with love's most common byproduct, suicidal manic depression. Does that feel better now?
No. It is hard to talk about.
I have this friend. He's a jazz musician, trumpet player, really terrific. I go to watch him jam every month or so, and he plays this tune I love, an old Chet Baker song. He plays the same notes every time, but every time it sounds different. We had drinks one night, when I used to drink, and I tried to tell him how his playing made me feel, how the song made me feel, how the music makes me feel. He just kept shaking his head, and he said, "Joan, you can't talk about architecture. You can't talk about music. Talking about music is like dancing about architecture." And I said, well, if you're going to get all philosophical about it, it's just as pointless to talk about a lot of things. Love, for instance. And my friend laughed, and he said, definitely, most definitely. Talking about love is like dancing about architecture. I don't know. He might be right. That's not going to stop me from trying. I wish you did that more often. Smile.
So do I.
Let me guess. You and Wonder Woman were together a year.
A year and a half.
And of course you were faithful to her?
Completely.
And you shared everything.
We shared everything.
That must have been wonderful.